We welcome you to the Under Armour Next All-America football game in the city, beautiful Orlando, Florida. It has lived up to it this week. Hot, humid, but perfect here in January, just past the new year. And we've got Team Speed against Team Phantom. Not only 5 stars, 4 stars, some future college All-Americans, and some soon-to-be NFL players down the line as well. Can't wait to get this one going from Camping World here in Orlando.
On this field tonight is the ultimate collection of potential impact performers, not only in college, but maybe the NFL. All you got to do is look back.
Timing down, you're trying to gel with people and get a sense of where guys are going to line up, what their speed is, what their size is, what their quickness is. Not easy to do in 1 week's time.
So the defense goes 3 and out, with Harris making the tackle on Cedric Baxter, the Texas commit.
Andrew Harris does an outstanding job of seeing them just trying to slip it out, and you watch him close and make the tackle. Him and his twin brother Michael have both been outstanding this entire.
Mentioned UCF still in it. So Team Speed will get their first chance on offense. Backed up at they were undefeated at Denton Guyer when we saw him, and he throws for the first time. And Braylon James, the Notre Dame commit, has a first down up the sideline.
Can line up and beat the guy in front of him.
Even with a little trouble with the snap, Arnold has back-to-back completions to James.
Get the ball out. He's quick to process, understands timing, and this is what he is really good at and doesn't probably get as much notoriety as he does.
Arnold through the air. Now Richard Young on the ground. So you've got the top running back in the country committed to Alabama in the backfield next to the 5-star quarterback. Wilson, one of 8 top 100 players that Georgia has signed. One of them and
many teams across the country.
With J.J. Cole with his second drive at quarterback and nearly undercut for an interception. Looking for Jonte Cook there.
Cormani McLean. It's one of the things, Tom, they're learning this week real quick is how fast some of these players can close and those windows go away. And I'm talking about his arm strength. You see the length that he has.
Normal high school teams.
Cormani McLean is the #1 defensive player in the country. And his defense rallying up on Isaiah Augustov.
Still a lot to be determined there.
Here's Cole on 3rd down, spinning out of pressure, and he can't get to the sticks. Well short as Kelby Collins, the Florida commit, got to him. We talked about the class Miami has, but Florida has 9 All-Americans here, second most to Alabama. So they've put together a great class.
Really good class and a foundational class.
Dylan Edwards, Colorado commit, is in at running back, and an explosive run on his first carry of the day.
Dylan Edwards, well, we just showed and talked about Future 50. Well, at Future 50, we had a fastest man competition. He won that. This week, we had another fastest man competition. Guess what? Colorado Buffalo Sani defended his title.
He can roll. I mean, and you see the lateral quickness, how sudden he is. He can make people miss when there's penetration in the backfield. Special player.
He was a Notre Dame flip. They had 2 ESPN 300 running backs, and then he was flipped earlier this week. Back to the ground with Edwards. And he's got 2 first downs on this drive for Team Speed. There's a shot, a quick hit, and that's incomplete. Kelton Henderson, they're trying to set up a screen for him, and he got bulldozed out in the flat.
Defense.
He was shaken up. He's a Showcase alum. We had his game and shot it out of the pocket, and he gets slammed forward near a first down, but didn't quite get there.
Smart play though here by Rashada. You see the front door open. Don't want to force the ball into coverage. Take off and run. Now you're in 4.
Maybe the sky is falling there, but the 6th rated class could be back-to-back top 10 classes, and maybe their highest in a decade.
Really good hands as well. Be a great fit down for Sam Pittman in Arkansas.
Well, Craig, you also played for Bixby. Won another Oklahoma State championship. Tough run for Darrell Robinson out of St. Francis. And I don't think there were many questions about Marcus Freeman being able to recruit. He's done it at a high level back-to-back years. There's Zachariah Branch bouncing out of bounds at 3rd down.
Ending job there by #2 Osbury. Kind of cutting him off, not giving him the big game. Same roster for USC.
Cole.
Fitting, isn't it?
Yeah, the nickname came first, but so important for Miami to keep top players in South Florida able to do it there, Ruben Bain.
Yeah, but I think the thing to note about Miami's is Hay and why they climbed so far up into the rankings in the 2023 class. That's why you got to grind to the end, right?
The final play of this first quarter, and Cole has it complete, and they mark him out of bounds.
With that crew, especially those two receivers who could play early.
Cedric Baxter looking for the game's first score, and he's got it. The future Texas Longhorn into the end zone for the first time in the All-America game.
And that is awesome to see. I saw when Cedric checked in this week, we were talking. He goes, I live really close, and he stopped and he counted. He goes, I live 6 stoplights away from the stadium, so this is truly kind of a hometown moment for him. So great before he heads out to Austin, but very great for that young man to score here at Camping World Stadium, really in the shadow of where he grew up.
Where did he ride his bike over?
Yeah.
and what a pickup too, with the loss of Bijan Robinson and Roschon Johnson for that matter as well.
And wow, an outstanding job there. Big Stanton Ramil, another nice pickup there for Michigan State, helping on the edge, helping to create a seam there. And you see C.J. Baxter exploit that and make a little move inside. So he's used to going against good D tackles in practice.
And that sneaks in for Peyton Woodring. And Tom, you mentioned
what are you going to accomplish out there, not only as personally but as a team as they head to the SEC?
Oh yeah, we definitely trying to get a Big 12 championship first. Then we get that, we're going for a natty.
That was wreaked havoc at this Under Armour All-America game. That had a big freshman year, struggled to stay healthy, but a little bit, maybe not one of these. Katron Evans, 2 former St. Francis Academy players, and to pick up an outstanding running back in Darrell Robinson. Very nice there for the 49ers.
Avery Johnson in the game at quarterback for the first time.
5 level. I really love this kid right here, Avery Johnson, the Kansas State verbal commitment. Really, really good dual threat quarterback. Chris Kleiman at Kansas State, the weight room. Doesn't have to play right away because they've got guys returning at the position. It's a perfect setup for him.
He's 2 for 2 throwing it, and as a first
tease. Yeah, nobody expected that one.
You got one horned frog in this event.
And saw this unfold. Now the 24 and 25 class is going to be reacting to it.
Johnson retreating, another completion to Harbor, and the big athlete tight end moving the chains. He's got a first down.
Yeah, when you're 6'5", run a 10.28, you may want to keep a tab on where he is.
At him, I'm trying to figure out who can we comp this guy to. I mean, guys that size don't run like that, Craig. I mean, he's 10'2", 10'3", and he I don't want to say he looks like Darnell Washington at Georgia, who we had here before. He doesn't weigh as much as Darnell. He's probably 2 inches shorter. But, man, you talk about a mismatch nightmare.
He was running with the slot receivers, the fastest man competition this week. And a 4.42 against Dylan Edwards, who you guys said might be the fastest player in the country. He's still uncommitted, ESPN 300 athlete. Here's Johnson, who's perfect on this drive, and he throws it, and it's intercepted. So team speed with their first big defensive play, and Johnson has to run down the interceptor. Isaac Smith going to Mississippi State with the first takeaway of the game.
If he throws this just a little bit higher and he's off platform, he's off balance, didn't have enough power behind it, it may be a touchdown. But you know what? He also saved a touchdown going the other way. Avery Johnson having to play defense and make a tackle. Plays. I think that's been the big thing here is team speed can't seem to get any big chunks of yard.
Get a couple.
Back shoulder throw. Get the ball downfield a little bit.
Keep it on the ground with Young. And it'll be third.
Fast and fearless. And all the other stuff, the discipline, the first class, the doing whatever it takes. Smart football, situational football, all that is going to be on display.
How would you assess the level of excitement to get this season going, especially here in this community?
See how high the stadium is, and see how the fans are cheering right now. See this punt return. I mean,
some commentary.
This is how the excitement is. See what he's doing right there? That's what we're gonna be doing.
We just stole Connor Onion's thunder there. Yeah. Zachariah Branch. He's headed to USC. What'd you see?
I saw a playmaker, and that's what you're gonna see for the Orlando Guardians.
Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
That's what you're going to see from the Orlando Guardians. 93-yard touchdown, Zachariah Branch.
Yeah, I've said maybe the most electric player in this class, an absolute just burner. 4.41 140.
The reality is he could probably play for the Orlando Guardians right now. I sure know Terrell Buckley would love the speed.
So Zachariah Branch maybe skipping a level of football after this.
Yeah, you kick to him. and you should expect big things, potential trouble. He does an outstanding job of finding those seams. He got a great block right there, and then turn on the Jets and all the way. Phantom special teams putting points on the board.
Seemed like the Jets were on the whole way for Zachariah Branch. Never seemed like he changed gears. Full speed all the way, just like we saw in the showcase for Bishop Gorman. A return team this week. Almost connected in the game for the first big play. Arnold's got to get out of there. We talked about him using his legs, and he does for a first down.
Yeah, that was the designed run. You saw the big guys down there leading for him.
Disruptive.
Here is Oklahoma's future quarterback slinging it out to the sideline. Pretty spot on.
Well, the best is when he hits Napoleon on the bike with the steak.
Here's Uncle Rico on 3rd down and 10. Arnold out of the pocket, and another first down with his legs on this drive. That's 2 for Arnold.
No reason to throw it over the mountains when you got wheels. Things are going to break down. Does a nice job climbing the pocket. Nothing there. He sees the green. Takes off and picks up the first.
So Arnold with 30 yards rushing in this first half. He's the leading rusher in this game. And trying to lead team speed to their first points before halftime. And going to the end zone. And they've got their first points. Touchdown, team speed. One of his favorite guys this week was Mikey Matthews. He hits him for the touchdown.
Kyle Whittingham fired up. Mikey Matthews will be heading to the University of Utah. And again, there's another shot downfield, maybe a 50-50 ball, back shoulder throw. A really well thrown ball there. As the program has elevated on the field with wins, the caliber of player coming in may not be the guy right away.
Avery Johnson going down. He got away from pressure before. He gets sacked this time.
PJ Adabuare, who we talked about Oklahoma.
For us tonight. We'll give you that mic'd up after this first play of the second half. Remember, no kickoffs. That's why Team Speed has it with Jaden Rashada at quarterback. And on the roll to start the second half. Gets out of trouble. And incomplete downfield. Here's Peter Woods mic'd up for us tonight.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Go! Let's go! Get it off! Get it off! That's all we gotta do is get on the field, baby. Let's go.
So Peter Woods, 5-star that's going out of Alabama to Clemson. Javen Simpkins with the catch out of the backfield.
The rotation, you're not seeing a lack of production.
Here's Rashada. He got away from Peter Woods, who almost lost some gear. Oh. Full moon in Orlando.
Yeah. How to throw the flag. Just
that is the second fullest moon on this broadcast tonight. So Rashada on the move again. Braylon James has been one of his favorite targets, and he twists his way down before linemen in this game. They had 5 here last year. Part of what many thought was the best recruiting class ever. Zachariah.
Excuse me, signee now for the Cyclones.
6'6" quarterback handing off on first down to Cedric Baxter, who had a first half touchdown.
8th grade game ago. He's gonna come kick. Nope, he's gonna come play quarterback. A couple of years later now, he's established himself as one of the best of this class.
He's hit Zach Branch on a couple of screens, short of the first down. And they're at 6'6". Here's Cole, the quick pop again. And basically the same play. Branch up the sideline. He's out of bounds.
The quarterback position. If you've got somebody who's established himself and you feel good that for a young quarterback to come in there and learn.
Well, and it's a developmental program. That's what Matt Campbell.
14, Team Speed the next 7 before the half. And Team Speed getting it back. Well, I thought the punt was going to touch up. And Team Speed with yards out of it. A lot of people thought he would end up at Florida, but for now, verbal to Miami. And that pass is intercepted. Team Speed had great field position after the punt return and intercepted to get it right back to Phantom.
Derek Williams, part of that Texas secondary. Him and Malik Muhammad, number 4, have had just big weeks. Nice pickup for Texas out of Louisiana and Williams.
Spike.
Spike. Outside hitter. Well done, guys.
Thank you.
That's right. Any more analysis you need on the hard part?
Who you got at middle blocker?
Somebody that's shorter than him.
That's the other way around. That would be libero.
Yeah, I know.
Looked like Derek Williams' family loved that, the interception. We were talking about Miami. Texas is working on a top 5 class, maybe for the 2nd straight year.
Arch Manning, obviously, the headline grabber amongst that group, working with C.J. Baxter.
Clemson building back up that defensive line room, too. They lose Miles Murphy and Brian Brzee. Likely
Ball's out.
NFL draft picks in the top 10. And fumble on the first play of this drive.
Right here, he tries to sneak through a crease. Got to hold that ball high and tight. Against your forearm, up against your rib cage. Good effort, defense.
Saw his game early in the season and had 300 yards rushing through the first surge here. And close to a first down. So Team Speed just moved it with Edwards on a first down. And close to another one. Setting up 2nd and short with Jackson Arnold back on the field at quarterback.
Boy, can he get rid of that football. On time, ball's out. Tough to defend. He knows he's got man-to-man coverage. So
class. Him and Jurion Dickey, they've got a pair of top 100 wide receivers. It's a fight for that 1 yard to gain. They don't get it. 3rd down. It was Georgia's signee Troy Bowles on the sideline, came off. And Speed, they're 2 for 9 on 3rd down. Ball came out again. And Phantom has it for now. There was enough yardage there for Young to get the first down, but it'll be Phantom ball in the takeaway.
like to see a replay of this. The Phantom defense runs towards the throne. Of course, no instant replay here at the high school level.
It's Terrian Perkins up on top of the Under Armour throne. The Ole Miss signee. And you've got an injured player for Team Speed down.
McLean, he's verbal to Miami. He was working on Cromartie, try to get him to join that Alabama class as well.
Only a handful of guys that maybe the performance of the season with almost 300 yards, but also the shot of the season. Yeah. Drinking the pickle juice when he was cramping up.
Got to stay hydrated.
So Cam Linhart will join him. Isaiah Augusta threw a tackle, and he converts the 4th down. Thinking about we'll get back to that in a second, but Augusta.
Really impressive run because you had penetration coming right through that A gap. Continue to pursue it. You got to continue to work through it.
There's Rashada, and the pocket collapses on him. So Rashada goes down.
Somebody gonna look stupid. Hey, E! It's gonna be E. Oh, throw me there. I seen you, bro. You tried to get me. That way, I can dance in a phone booth.
Dancing in a phone booth. Well said for the speed and the quickness of Zachariah Branch. Not about his ability, but Craig, you've been around him quite a bit. Just an awesome human, too. As Team Phantom gets it back, and Jeremiah Love pushing the pile forward.
Type Zach, diminutive but just explosive offensive weapon.
Helmet came off for Carmelo English. And got close.
You're the fastest guy in the country. Why are you not always finishing drills first? And it goes to the work ethic and the little things, and he embraced it. The speed defense to try to capitalize.
Here's Cole flushed out. Off of the pump. The 6'6" long striding quarterback not going down, spinning off the hip for a first down.
It's a way to get out of bad field position. Take what the defense gives you, young fella. Get outside of the pocket. Know where to go with the ball. Tuck it. Like to see that ball get in the opposite hand. Whoa.
When you're that big, you don't slide. You just take it off.
A quick hit out for Branch.
But at that time, when they got him, things were much different there at the hometown school.
3rd and 5 for Cole, and he's not getting free this time. Kelby Collins was the first there, the Florida signee.
Kelby Collins, number 17, doing a nice job getting low, working underneath. Now, Cole doesn't go down without a fight, getting some help there from Cam Lenhart, to recent Nebraska commit.
Well, these young offensive linemen, you know, you watch them year in and year out. You watch them.
You're here with the #1 athlete, Nick Harbor. What's the week been like for you?
Week's been amazing. Just coming into Orlando, just having fun, you know, showcasing the talent that I got and just showing people that, you know, I'm not just a one-dimensional athlete, that, you know, I can do it all, you know, run routes, catch passes, and just, you know, just be who I am.
Whoever gets you at the next level, what do you expect to do?
I expect to be that dude. That's what I'm supposed to do. You know, I was born like that. You know, I just want to come in. I just want to change the programs. You know, be the #1 target, be the #1 threat. You know, just go get the ball in my hands, and I'm gonna make a play on it.
You weren't born 6'5", 225, but that's what you are. You weren't born as a 10'3", 100, but you can do that. How do you do that?
Hey, it's just God-given talent. You know, my parents' genetics. You know, God, I believe He put me on earth for a reason, you know, just to showcase the talent He gave me. So I'm just gonna keep doing it, and I'm just gonna keep excelling at it.
What's next in your recruitment?
What's next? Commitment.
Jack, you sly devil.
Keep it for the next 3 minutes, Chick. Well done. No, not this game.
This game has winners.
And Jackson Arnold back out to the flank again. And they get close to a first. Jackson Arnold trying to keep it going on 4th down and 4, down 1 score. And Arnold going to the far side, going for the score, incomplete. Game got in the way. So final couple of snaps for Team Phantom in a deep.
And then, oh man, that is tough. The punt return for me was so electrifying from Zach Branch that I might agree with you on that one as well.
Now? Wait. We gotta look straight.
All right, so we got the front runner, and that would be from the winning team too. That scores the difference right now. We're back in Orlando, just wrapping up the Under Armour Next All-America game. Team Phantom shutting them out in the second half. Shut out both ways defensively. Low-scoring winner with Phantom winning it. And back with Tom Luganbill and Craig Hubbard, Connor Onion with you from Orlando. Matt Schick down in the field with our MVPs after this. You guys hedging at all on who you got picked for the MVP? What do you think?
Listen, I was firm with mine. He was the guy over here. I'm keeping things secret. I don't know.
Hey, I wanted to make sure I gave all the options due time.
You wanted that last 2 minutes to play a factor?
That's what I needed. I needed it to happen.
You've always crossed your T's and dotted your I's.
That's right.
Well, on a day where defense was king, Kelby Collins down in the field. He's going to Florida. Zachariah Branch also had a great day. Had the decisive score with a 93-yard punt return touchdown.
Yeah, so many great players each side of the ball with an MVP. And Kelby Collins, listen, I think if you're Florida, you got to be excited about that addition. I mean, he looks the part. And then you go watch him when they snap the football and start the game. He certainly plays it as well. Great size. I remember time I went back and looked. I had an eval from him from his freshman year. At that point, I said, this is a Power 5 player. Not only did he meet those expectations, he expanded it, signing with Florida in the SEC.
Now, I think the one thing that folks who are watching this game or tuning in tonight, they don't realize that the week leading up to it, what all you see these players do, what they're capable of, how they respond, how they react. And that's really kind of what tells the story.
Well, you guys said before the great quote from Zachariah Branch was, you couldn't tackle me in a phone booth. Not only does he know what a phone booth is, now he knows what a jukebox is too. Part of his MVP performance, part of the gear he gets out, the chain, and well-deserved after he had the play of the game. And Matt Schick is with Kelby.
The Florida signee, Kelby Collins here. How would you describe your performance tonight?
I think I played good. Obviously, I played well enough to win MVP for my team. I feel like I could do a lot better, though. My ceiling is only getting higher once I get to Florida. And I'm getting straight to work and looking forward to, developing more skills.
What can you accomplish down there with Billy Napier?
I can accomplish anything I want, really. We got all the tools down there. Coach Napier's a great coach. Coach Spencer, great coach. I'm just looking forward to getting to work with them and many of my teammates out here.
Congrats on a great week.
Thank you. Go Gators.
Well, guys, it was an uphill battle, according to Billy Napier. They didn't really know until signing day that they were going to get Kelby Collins, but big get for him. He's the MVP for Team Speed. And Zach Branch is down with Matt Schick now.
Got the shades on and everything, huh?
Got to, yes, sir. I'm feeling stylish now.
93 yards, punt return for touchdown, named MVP here. How would you describe your performance?
I think I did okay. I don't think I did too much today. It was just a little preview. Very blessed for the opportunity. Thank you to Under Armour.
What are you going to bring to SC?
I'm going to bring the juice. I mean, wherever I'm out on the field, I just want to contribute in any way possible to make the program elevate to the best of their abilities.
And what did this week do for you?
Oh, yes. This week definitely did prepare me. Some of you guys don't know I'm early enrolling in USC, so I'll be there later this week. And I just feel like it's definitely preparing me for college. I mean, getting a chance to play in this game against a lot of high-caliber athletes right before I go is a blessing.
And then having a Heisman winner throw to you. How's that?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm excited for that. I mean, Caleb's a special person, special player as well, as you can see. And I just can't wait to get out there and break some records.
Congrats on a great week, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Fight on.
Guys, thanks. Tom, he said it was just a little preview. This is a pretty good preview for SC fans, this punt return touchdown.
Yeah, you know, he's an electrifying player that, again, can flip field position in the kicking game. He can play on the outside and take the top off the defense because of his pure straight line speed. But then when you get him in the slot and you see all the little quick screen stuff that Lincoln Riley and that SC offense wants to do, get him the ball in the crossing routes, get him the ball in short area space and let him do the rest, because he is so good in space.
Well, you think about what else they have in that class, too. We didn't get a chance to talk much about Malachi Nelson, his quarterback in that class, but also Mekhi Lemon at wide receiver, going to join Zachariah Branch at SC.
Yeah, they are bringing in no shortage of offensive weapons, and if Zachariah Branch is tough to contain in a phone booth, it's maddening to try to stop him on a 100-yard field.
Well, the one thing I want to see with these kids, I want to see them move on and compete. You know, we're in this transfer portal world, or in a name, image, and likeness world. What I want to see is these guys go out and maximize and get better. As we talked about when we came on air, you may be a 4-star now or a 5-star now. That guarantees you nothing. Go out there and earn it at the next level.
Guys, it was fun. Talk to you soon.
Absolutely.
Tom Luganbill, Craig Halbert, Matt Schick down in the field. Connor Onion saying goodnight from Orlando. That does it for the premier high school football all-star event. The Under Armour Next All-America game is a wrap in 2023.
So it was like starting over. So the motivation job was probably not